Juralan is an 8-to-1 chance, some support from Redemption into 9-to-1, and 10-to-1 St Pirran with 11-to-1 Mr Percy. But if you fancy that Davis lad, Ireland have won this 8 times in over 2 miles 5 furlongs. It's on the shoulders 9-2, but as the trainers seem to say, the Nationals the race for this, it's not today.
Wouldn't be totally sure about that. Timmy Murphy gets on so well with Davis lad. In fact, just watching Timmy ride this horse, it's a bit of a joy. Usually drops him out at the front at the moment, he's leading him in.
No! Not even on the course yet.
Quite a long and trying week for Simon Morant, I think.
Come on!
Temper seems to be fading as they head towards the first fence. Royal Auclair, Tony McCoy on the favourite on the near side in the noseband. So he jumps first, jumps it well. A bad mistake there by Redemption, and one has gone. It looked like Arctic Copper. Arctic Copper is unseated at the first. And it's Royal Auclair, Juralan, and Jim Cullity on the outside, then David's lad, and Mr Percy in the beige jacket. And then in the headgear, some Pirran, red and white, golden goal on the inside, run for Paddy, Redemption, Craig House, and Dream of Nurmi as last, as they clear fence number 3 in this Cathcart Challenge Cup. And Barry Geraghty on his feet after the fall from Arctic Copper. Making the bottom turn, the loose horse chasing Royal Auclair now, with Juralan looked terribly well going to post and moved fluently as well. Then Mr Percy, David's lad in the noseband under Timmy Murphy, and St Pirran as they straighten up a line of 4 fences. And it's Royal Auclair, very a little tight to that fence, but cleared it well enough. And Juralan on the outside, then Mr Percy and St Pirran and David's lad, golden goal on the extreme right, yellow and white colours, the inside. Then run for Paddy, Redemption in red towards the back, Craig House, and finally Dream of Nurmi. On towards fences 6 and 7. And Royal Auclair, who's looked highly promising so far at the fences, jumps well again from Juralan. And then St Pirran and Mr Percy on the inside, David's lad, run for Paddy. Leader shortens up, going to the next, still lands by about 5 lengths to Juralan in second. Juralan, Jim Cullity, having probably the greatest day of his professional life. Then in third, St Pirran and Mr Percy, run for Paddy wide of Redemption and David's lad and golden goal, and then Craig House and Dream of Nurmi. So they enter the back straight. Downhill run to the next, and Tony McCoy riding positively here on the favourite Royal Auclair. From Juralan in second, Mr Percy on the inside, and then St Pirran, David's lad, getting plenty of cover under Timmy Murphy. Close-up look at the champion jockey on the favourite. Do a lot of punters some good here if Royal Auclair can hold on to this lead right to the winning post. St Pirran's in second place now, blinkered for the first time as they head towards the next. Royal Auclair jumps it neatly again. St Pirran over in second, then Mr Percy, Juralan, David's lad on the outside, Dream of Nurmi pulling up in the background. As they take the next plain one, McCoy sees a stride, gets a great jump from Royal Auclair, lands clear of St Pirran as they round this next left-hander. And now a big fence to come, big open ditch. St Pirran in second place. Let's see how Royal Auclair takes this awkward fence. Jumps it well again. It's been an exhibition round so far. St Pirran still in second. Then David's lad and golden goal of Mr Percy, Craig House on the inside, followed by Redemption. At the next plain fence, Royal Auclair still galloping on strongly, and the others are going to have to find something. Juralan has pulled up before that fence, had been prominent. Juralan out of the race. So they've got 4 left to jump, and it's Royal Auclair that starts downhill to the 4th last with a useful lead still, having made all the running so far. Rush through the top of it. St Pirran in second. David's lad, though, is still going well, stays strongly and has got a turn of foot. Craig House is fourth, then Golden Goal and Mr. Percy as they run down the hill to the third last. Can McCoy hold on at last? It's Royal Auclair that continues to lead, over 3 out, just a slight nod on landing. David's Lad and St Pirran are second and third. Craig House is moving forward, Redemption pulls up, Golden Goal's under pressure. So they run round the final turn then, and it's Royal Auclair under the champion jockey. David's Lad, Timmy Murphy, hasn't yet gone for his mount in second place. He's got a good 6 or 8 legs to make up on this leader though. Craig House is third next on the inside from Golden Goal. 2 fences left to jump then, and it's Royal Auclair still sailing away, lands safely. David's Lad and Craig House both for Ireland trying to close in second and third, and now McCoy goes for his whip, the first sign of distress on Royal Auclair, and Craig House closing on, and so is David's Lad at the final fence. Royal Auclair rather overjumps. Craig House looks at danger in second place. It's Royal Auclair from Craig House. Ruby Walsh a length and a half down. What will the horse find? Royal Auclair is pulling out more now from McCoy, and it looks like he's going to get a winner at last, and Royal Auclair is going to hold on to win the Cathcart. Tony McCoy at long last gets his first festival winner this year. Craig House in second, didn't find that much on the run-in. David's Lad in third, then came Golden Goal, Mr. Percy and St Pirran. Well, maybe Tony McCoy at long last will break into a smile. It's been a pretty frustrating 2.5 days so far. Of course, the tragedy that occurred in the champion hurdle with Valera Mix, who looked all over a winner, and a lot of second places as well. But at long last, the champion jockey has found a winner, Royal Auclair. And you know what, if he wins the last on Polar Red, believe it or not, he may end up the leading jockey at the meeting.
There was an even louder cheer down here for Royal Auclair than there was for the Tote Gold Cup winner, Best Mate. Listen to the crowd now. Listen to them. They really do love Tony McCoy. Wins by 1.5 lengths and 7 lengths, and returned the bottle, the 2-to-1 favourite. And listen to them. They're applauding the man here, not the horse. Listen to this. That was applause for the great jockey Tony McCoy, the man he is, the drama, the heartbreak he's been through this week, especially with Valera Mix, of course, who died in the champion hurdle when sure to win it. And here he comes back, his first winner at the festival, and the crowd absolutely revel in it. And of course, a dreadful result for the bookmakers. Punters still, of course, remain loyal to Tony McCoy, return the bottle, the 2-to-1 favourite. And McCoy on the bottom weight is not very often that isn't backed. The runner-up, though, Craig House, double carpet, 33-to-1 for McCoy's nemesis at times, Ruby Walsh. And for a split second over the last, it was feared apparent that Ruby Walsh could come and do Tony McCoy again. And on a double carpet chance, that would really have rocked the champion. And the third, David's Lad, as Tony Martin said, a Grand National trial for him, goes round in his own time, returned the 5-to-1 clear second favourite. Great race of favourites, the 23rd favourite in 49 runnings over 2 mile 5 furlongs to win. But this is Tony McCoy won, not Royal Auclair, Tony McCoy.
Well, I don't know. I think the horse has done most of the work. He's run and galloped round here 2 miles in ground, 2 miles 5 rather, in ground that's fairly testing. And interestingly, a small field, just 11 runners. He was allowed to dominate. So many of the races here at the festival were large fields, and it's difficult to actually make any impression on the race. St Pirran getting plenty of weight from Royal Auclair compared to when they met at Exeter. He's travelled well for a long time, but still not good enough. Old David's lad, Tony Martin, will be thrilled with the way he's run. And Golden Goal comes in here off the back of some useful runs. But it's Ruby Walsh who's sitting. Old Craig House, he's a bit of a character, there's no doubt about that. But Ruby's just waited and waited. Probably got 4 or 5 lengths over them as they turn into the straight. And Royal Auclair, the one thing he does, even when he gets in close as he did there, he's got a very quick style of jumping, doesn't lose too much momentum. He's given a good crack round the backside at that point when Tony McCoy can just finish, can just sense him getting a little bit tired. Well, we wanted to break in there, just hear the applause. But this old horse, he looked as though he's getting a bit tired, but as you've seen so often in the past, once one of Martin Pipe's horses begin to get a bit tired, look at that, gets his back end up and still keeps himself going forward and galloping. And Ruby Walsh, he's gone to go either side of this horse, just trying to kid Craig House into galloping forward, but Royal Auclair was having none of it. And he's put in a real brave show this afternoon. Jumped and galloped, his 3rd win on the bounce. And just when he had every right to be getting tired, well, probably was tired, but he wasn't giving in. Neither was the man on board. And it just makes the last race even more exciting. Apart from a £60,000 bonus, he'll be taking the lead-in rider's title to go with it after 2 days and 5/7 of an afternoon of frustration. All could still come good yet. Really just keeps himself going, this horse. Got a nice way of galloping, gets his head down, and as I said, also got a good style of jumping. Good close-up of Tony McCoy there, keeps squeezing and pushing along. And for Martin Pipe, his 3rd success at this meeting, and he was 1 in front of Nicky Henderson at the start of the festival. Nicky's had 1 winner, got a big chance in the last, mind you. Mick Fitzgerald still to ride a winner at this meeting, so he